Welcome to my presentation on pedagogical practices for the primary classroom. Firstly, let's ask the obvious question. What are pedagogical practices? Pedagogical practices are the art, science and craft of teaching. Art being creative, responsive and intuitive. Craft, which is the skills and practice of teaching. And science, meaning the teacher makes decisions based upon theoretical beliefs. Combined together, you have a solid foundation for holistic pedagogy. Given that there is so much research about how each child learns differently and at different stages, how can I as a teacher cater for everybody without being Wonder Woman? Piaget suggests that there are 4 stages of cognitive learning and that there is development after each stage, whereas Vygotsky believes that learning happens before and that individuals learn more from observation and help from others. Vygotsky believes strongly that community plays a central role in the process of making meaning and that social interaction is the key to developmental cognition. Understanding your students. Ask questions. Get to know everyone in your class. Know their interests and their backgrounds. Get to know every student's weaknesses as well as their strengths. Foster a classroom that has open communication between teacher and student as well as between students themselves. Provide support for students individually and as a group through mentoring and pastoral care. Talk openly about current issues including cultural and social differences involving the immediate class, school and wider community. Work on the principle that every child deserves to be heard and have equal say no matter who they are. Make sure every student understands the implications of bullying and that it is in no way acceptable. When students feel safe, comfortable and respected as individuals, learning is more likely to occur. Nell Noddings acknowledges the role that teachers play in modelling behaviour and states, "We do not merely tell them to care and give them text to read on the subject, we demonstrate our caring in our relations with them. We want to create learning environments in which everybody feels heard and respected. This also includes teachers, staff and parents." Understanding your classroom. Create an active learning environment which includes careful consideration to classroom setup, natural lighting and airflow. Be a learning mediator, meaning talk to your students about what it is that they are actually learning. Use different approaches for learning such as words, sounds and pictures. Mix up your teaching methods. Generate lots of hands-on activities. Try different role play in the classroom. Provide loads of examples and try to make them as relevant as possible to your students. Take your class on exciting and learning relevant excursions. Give constant feedback to students and also collaborate with other teachers. Achieving positive learning outcomes. Understand your topic thoroughly and know your final proposed outcome. Check for understanding throughout the task and incorporate constructive feedback. Encourage interactive learning. Teach active listening. Link tasks to prior learning and make them relevant, visually engaging as well as hands-on activities when possible. Remember to break down your lesson plans into short activities to keep students engaged and make transitions as smooth as possible. The goal in your classroom is to increase motivation. There are 2 types of motivation found in education. Extrinsic, which is found outside the individual. This is where students are only engaged in an activity in order to earn a reward or to avoid punishment. And intrinsic, which is the internal, where the student engages in an activity because it is personally rewarding for them. An example might be a student researching a particular subject because they are generally interested in learning that topic. Both types of motivation are valid, as extrinsic can promote more participation within the group and can help you when you have, let's say, more challenging students, which generally you have a few in each class. But as educators, we would like to encourage intrinsic motivation, which stimulates the brain, gets students actively involved and generates an optimal learning environment.
created using Powtoon.